What's up, everybody? Jordan from Ginger Snap Disc Golf here. Today, we're going to play a 9 or 10 hole loop with the new Eagle McMahon Rebirth Envy. And I think you're going to love this disc. Let's get into it. All right, hole one. It is about a 250-foot shot. The basket goes off towards the right. My least favorite type shot, but hopefully I can get this on a little soft anhyzer for you. It's not bad. Ooh, good skip though. What I want to show y'all with this like 9 or 10 hole loop that I'm going to do, this is hopefully like all the shot shapes that this disc can do. I have noticed, just like spoiler alert right off the bat, not as overstable as I feel like a lot of people were hoping for, because most Eagle McMahon Tour Series discs are very overstable. I think that might be one of the reasons why it's perfect for your bag. I got a really good counter skip on this Envy, but also have really cold hands, and I did not practice. Who needs practice, bro? I do. That's why. All right, hole two. It's only a little over 200 feet. Touchy shot. This course is full of little pitch and putt holes. Kind of a spoiler alert. This disc is not as overstable as you would think, but that doesn't mean it's not workable. And I have found that like initially on shorter holes and at a lower arm speed, it is very overstable. But if you try to like really put some juice on it, you're gonna notice some flip up, and hopefully there's some holes that I'll be able to show you. We're gonna give this a slight flex ace run, see how much it wants to fight out of it. That was a little low, but you can tell like it didn't want to fight that much. So hopefully y'all could see in that like a little half power shot. It kind of rode the anhyzer a little bit and then fought out at the very end gently, which is great for shot shaping because it's not a beefcake. Hole three is a little like 170-foot shot. Perfect hyzer shot, so I can show you what I'm talking about, how if you put this disc on hyzer and you're not just throwing it as hard as you can, like it's going to hold it the whole way, but it's going to be glidey too. Like you can see, that's holding hyzer the whole way. That almost kicked off a tree and went in. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you could tell in that flight or not. It's definitely more glidey than your typical Envy. That's one of the first things I've noticed so far about it, is that it really just wants to go, which is awesome because Envies are debatably the best throwing putter in the world anyway. So why would you not want an Envy that just wants to go super far, especially if you already bagged them? And if that's what you want, if you want a more glidey Envy, this is definitely one for you. If this would not have hit the tree directly above it, that probably would have been like 30 feet left. Hole four, baby 290. It goes past this. It's not a Mando tree. It's just a tree that's in your way and kind of annoying. It goes down this tunnel a little bit to the left. I'm gonna throw this on slight hyzer. I'm gonna hope that it pops up so you can see how much it like wants to pop up, how much it wants to push straight, but still have some fight. So I'm gonna put a little bit of juice on it. Like, get through. Dude, we are on one today. That's about to be 4 down through 4. 4 down through 4. That flight in that tunnel, like you could tell, the disc just flipped up perfectly to flat at about, it's probably 50% power. And it flipped up to flat, just pushed dead straight about 270 feet, and then just dumped out the last few feet of the flight. That's what I love about the disc, because I do have an Envy that if I threw it with the slight hyzer I threw this one on, it would have just held it the whole time and would have crashed out early because it's so much more overstable. This Envy, like, I feel like it's the perfect Envy slot if you bag them already. You need to try it out. It feels amazing, but we'll get more into that later on. Hole 5, it's about 250 feet down this tunnel. A Mando right here, like 50 feet out the box, you got to go right of. My initial thoughts with the Eagle McMahon Rebirth Envy so far. It's a disc that's going to be for everybody. This not being a beefcake of a disc is a good thing. Like, everyone can use this. There's not many Pro Series discs that come out that's useful for everybody. So I kind of love that about the disc. Missed the Mando. Man, what a way to ruin a perfect round. All right, we'll see how it does on a little 200-foot upshot. Bro, did so bad on this hole. About to take a double bogey. Boy, bro, get me off of this hole. Hole 6, going with the middle position. It's about 350 away. If you have been through the video this long and you saw the last hole, I want to apologize for what you had to watch. Not only was it a double bogey, and not only was it embarrassing on my part, especially to put on the internet, there was zero accurate flights of what the Envy looks like or how it throws. And it ruined a perfect round. Life goes on though. So on this one, I'm hoping y'all can really see, there's no wind going on right now, so I can't blame that if it's a bad shot. Hoping y'all can see a good just flip up to flat, glidey, dead straight. I don't know if I can get it there at 350. Plays a little downhill with the slippage. Well, still pushed out straight. Nothing worse than walking up to a tee shot when you're trying to get content, like you slip or something like that you just wasn't expecting. Which, I mean, I guess I should have expected it because it's cold and wet outside, but I'm gonna be the guy that posts the first shot, no matter how embarrassing it might be. So, no way. Yeah, way too low. All right, we skipped over to hole 8, 300 feet away. The basket's tucked around this corner. This is probably my favorite hole in this whole course. I'm gonna do a big Anheuser. Hopefully, y'all can see like a good Anheuser flight. It's definitely Anheuser. Definitely through some trees. More thoughts on the Envy so far. I think it's a great disc. I think it holds Anheuser really well. I do think it flips up really quick for an Envy, but I also think that it's very glidey for an Envy. The flip up can be a little, not annoying, but hard to get used to, because when I think of like a stable putter, I'm not thinking of putting it on a bunch of hyzer. I'm thinking about slight hyzer to flat shots. And I've noticed the Envy it has a tendency to flip up super quick. So if you do throw it kind of semi-flat or anything like that, it's going to start moving right super quick and be very slow to fight out of it, which if you're not looking for that, this is definitely not the putter for you. After I shanked this one into the trees to the right, hopefully you still saw a decent flight. Oh man, throw in, dude, no. It's the 8th hole we played, but it's hole 9. A little over 200-foot shot, slightly uphill, just a pitch and putt shot. If you've ever wondered how you park a hole, all you have to do is early release it, like I just did. New Envy. Not only do you get to see how it flies on decent hyzers and Anhysers, you also get to see how it flies on grip locks and early releases. Oh, I still hope the video is useful. All right, hole 10. This will be the last hole of the loop. It's a par 4. It's like 510 feet. You got a volleyball court that plays as a hazard. The walking path on the left is OB. There's a creek on the right that's OB. Hopefully we can end on a birdie. Oh, me. Big early release guy today. We are still a good 300 feet. I will say this about this new Envy. Part of the early releases that are happening are because I have thrown this disc a decent amount before making this video. If you do throw it too flat, if you put a little too much on it, it tends to kind of like burn over. Of course, some of that could be me grip locking it, but even on throws where I know I didn't grip lock it, I just put it on not quite enough hyzer. It just flipped up and moved right. It didn't have much integrity to move back left. So hopefully we can just go right at this. And dang it, man. Oh, still fought back. Past the basket, but barely stayed in bounds. No way. Well, final thoughts with the Envy. Definitely gonna stay in my bag. I think it's a great disc. You know, I didn't throw the best with it today. Um, it's definitely a great disc. Perfect flip up Envy. It's gonna push really straight. I would suggest picking one up if you can. Try it. That it's probably not gonna be as overstable as you think it might. Great disc. I love it. I didn't throw it the best day. We started off like 4 through 4, took a double bogey and started shanking like crazy. Still a great disc. I think we ended up 3 down with it on like a little 9-hole loop on a wet, cold morning. So it's not too bad. As always, stay snappy, like, subscribe if you want more content like this. I'm thinking about doing like a pixel only round as well since it's dropping in a couple of days. But yeah, thank you all so much for the support so far. Hopefully there's some good shots that you can see on how this disc flies in the video. Peace.